Welcome back everyone to another episode of Tag and Bag Outdoors. Today I'm going to be showing you how to reassemble and disassemble the Gp1975 Ak47 made by Century Arms. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to take your clip out or your magazine, and instead of the gun being on safe, you're going to want to have it on fire so that you can pull the bolt all the way back. Okay, and make sure also, I wanted to say this for safety reasons, make sure that there is no round in the chamber when you're cleaning it, because if the gun goes off, well, you're screwed. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to push this button right here. That's actually the button to the spring, but we want to take the receiver cover off. So what we're going to do is we will press on this, and then we will take this and push it up. Okay, and that will come off easily. Okay, so next thing that we're going to want to do, well, my wrist was kind of, tense. We are going to take the spring out, and how we are going to do that is we are going to push that forward and up, just like so. Okay, and we are going to put this aside. Okay, so now we have access to the bolt assembly, or the bolt carrier, whatever you want to call it. We are going to push the bolt back and up, and this is going to take out the bolt assembly or the bolt carrier, and we are going to have access to the piston and to the trigger, I'm sorry, not the trigger assembly, the firing pin assembly right here. Okay, and the bolt. I may have said that again, but and now, as you can see, we have access. This is if you want to take out the trigger assembly, and I'll have that in a different video. I just wanted to cover the upper portion of the AK in this video. So as you can see, you have access to the trigger assembly, and also to the hammer. So that's the hammer right there, as you can see, which is right there. Okay, so you have access to the hammer, you have access to the disconnector, the trigger hook, which is connected to the trigger, and also the hammer springs also. Okay, so next thing you are going to want to do is this little notch right here, which is right on the right side of the rear sight. You are going to put this up right here, and you are going to have to level it somehow, and you are going to take your upper hand guard and your gas chamber, I believe this is what it's called. If not, please correct me. So you're going to take your upper hand guard and you're going to lift it up, and you're going to take the gas tube and the upper hand guard out. And if you want to, make the hand guard and the stock wood, and also the hand grip, if you want to make that wood and make it look like a traditional AK-47, you are going to replace the hand guards, the stock, and the hand grip with the wooden parts to that. And it's very hard to do. You're gonna want to need to you're gonna want to see another video to do that, because I'm not going to explain that, but that's how you do that. And also, you're going to want to clean the gas tube because a lot of debris can get into it, and it is important to have that clean so when you fire the gun, the bolt actually goes back. Okay, so I will give you a brief example of how the gun works. Since all the pieces are sitting here, we're going to put the firing pin back where it needs to be. Okay, hold on. Okay, we're good. Okay, so what happens is and I'm going to put this back. So before I explain how the gun works, I'm actually going to do a little bit of reassembling. So to reassemble the Gp1975 AK, you are going to lift this up. There's like a little, I don't know how to explain it, it kind of reminds me of a door. So you're going to straighten that out until it's like flat right here. Okay, and you are going to put the tube back into that like little spacing, and you're going to push down, and then you're going to put that notch down to lock the handguard and the gas tube in. So now you can't move it, you can't. Okay, it's good. So then what you are going to do is you're going to want to reassemble the bolt assembly. So what you are going to do is, the first thing that you need to make sure of is that the firing pin is in the correct position. So if we have it turned like this in the wrong position, the firing pin is going to come out. I don't know if you can see that real good, but it's out. So see, look, it comes out. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put that in, and you are going to turn it 180 degrees to the right. I'm sorry, yeah. To the left. Yes, left. Okay, and that bolt isn't this, I'm sorry, this firing pin assembly will not come out. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that the firing pin assembly and the bolt are in the right position. As you can see in the receiver, there is two spacings. There's a spacing right here, and there is a spacing right here. Okay, so where the firing pin assembly would be, you need to first put the gas piston into the tube, and then you would line that firing pin assembly into the first upper spacing in the receiver, and the back of the bolt assembly would be near the bottom spacing in the receiver by the stock, which is like right here. Okay, and then after you got that in place, you would press down. It's hard to do because this needs to be lined up. And then once you hear that click, then you need to push it forward. I'm sorry, hold on. This is very hard to do. So line it up. And push it forward, and you are go. You are a go right there. Okay, so what happens, I was going to tell you how this works, and now I can. I'm sorry. How this works is when you put the 30 round magazine and you cock the bolt back and put a round in, so you fire, and the hammer hits the firing pin. The firing pin hits the primer. The bullet goes out of the bullet casing, out the barrel, and to the energy from the bullet comes back into the gas tube, and what it does is it the energy from it entering the tube comes back and it hits the bolt, and the bolt flies back, and when the bolt is back, it pulls the hammer back. The hammer is caught onto the disconnector, and when you let go of the trigger, the hammer is caught by the trigger hook, and that's what holds the hammer in place. And then this spring right here helps, I guess it's helped by gravity, which pushes the bolt forward, rechambering another round into the barrel, and once you press that trigger again, it repeats the process. So then the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to put the spring into the bolt carrier, into the rear upper bolt carrier hole, and then there are two little notches which are found right above the stock, which is right here. And what we will do is we will put the spring into the bolt carrier hole, and we will put this back piece right here and align it with those two notches, and then we will let go, and that is held by the top of the stock right there. So now it's back where it needs to be. Okay, so we're almost done. The last thing that we are going to do is we are going to put the receiver cover on. You are going to put the receiver cover, this part of it, in this little notch which is found below the rear sight, and you are going to put that in there. And at the same time, this is like you're doing two things in one here. You're putting the the receiver cover into that little notch, and you're also pressing down, which is going to push the spring forward, and this little notch is going to go into the receiver cover hole. So let's see how we do so far on doing that, because this is a little hard. Okay, sometimes it pops out of the hole, and you have to keep that receiver cover in that little notch, or this isn't going to work. Okay, you have to use two hands, but it's alright. Okay, so that spring button, I guess, went into the receiver cover hole, and now it is back together. So the last thing that you're going to want to check is to see if the bolt will come back, and it will, and that is a good thing. The last thing that you're going to want to do is, once again, you're going to check the chamber. There's no bullets in it, obviously. I mean, you just clean the damn thing. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put the 30 round magazine back where it needs to be, and you're good to go. And that is how you reassemble and disassemble the Ak47. This one's a Gp1975 made by Century Arms. It is an excellent gun. I highly recommend it, even though there are mixed reviews about this certain type of Ak47. And that's all you need to know, and it helps you because you can clean it better, and you can definitely get debris out of that gas tube right there, which is a very good thing. I'll see you guys later. Keep hunting, keep fishing, and keep Pennsylvania beautiful. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.